53 seconds, so things are gonna be heating up now.
Okay, he might play queen e4, but that's not really a big threat. He might in that case. Yeah, I thought king g3 was the most simple move.
Played, yeah.
No checks.
I'm starting to worry about my bet just a little bit. Because I think this position is not so easy to...
Come on, everyone! Get in there!
And we had a move already, queen f6.
So if he wins, it's over. Do you have the champagne ready, or who's in charge of this? Come on. You're the freaking Dutch team. Come on, you guys.
And we had Lucas Belieber repeatedly asking us if we could look at Hauge's game. I tried to do that, but unfortunately
it wasn't on our live boards, was it?
It wasn't on one of the boards we could see. Maybe she could see it, or she or he could see it.
It's a board 38, it's not on the live boards.
Yeah.
Played Gylfi Thorvaldsson, local legend, Gylfi Thorvaldsson, who is in the top 3 of all-time played rated games in Iceland.
Okay. Okay, so Ervin down to a minute now.
And officially both under a minute right now. Queen d3 check. If in doubt, make a check. Can't be made it usually when you give a check. It's possible, but rare. He played king g7. Would be nice to have. We could have the clocks in the picture, but we probably wouldn't see the screen anyway. And the clock times that we see are pretty up to date.
Now white has the possibility of forcing the queen's exchange, but as we showed before, black would be in time to make a draw.
Yeah, that's just I think they're moving so fast at this point that we don't really have time to look at much. Queen d2.
The board is actually so shiny that we are struggling to see moves.
He might play, queen d2 threatens rook takes g5 check now, so black must react. Trant, looking at the score sheet, did they already repeat moves once or twice, perhaps? Trant already had the lucky escape earlier in the tournament when International Master Johannesson accidentally repeated the position 3 times. So checking the score sheet there, playing king g6. People are saying that 58 queen e3 was winning.
You know, again, I wonder how much does the computer understand about this position? Probably more than us, but...
Yeah.
Definitely more than us.
Definitely, but it depends. Sometimes some engines are evaluating certain types of endgames incorrectly. Okay, we see some people showing attention to the game right now. Tournament organizer Johan Siegermann, International Master Commentators, Chief Arbiter Omar Salama, among others. King g2, a slight time edge for Lamy, but nothing too dramatic. We could really see the tournament being decided here if things get dramatic. King h7. Yeah, some people were saying he had h4 earlier. I'm wondering if he has it now. Probably the situation is slightly different. Like if you make a move h4.
Zeelandsen says if Lamy wins a congratulatory phrase in Icelandic, please, Ingvar.
Why are people so fascinated with Icelandic?
I quite like the Icelandic language too. It's very special.
It is.
Doesn't sound like anything else. Okay, the situation is really tense now. Ervin Lamy, he knows that he's kind of, he has secured tied first place, shared first place already. But if he wins, he will be the outright winner of the Reykjavik
Cup with 1 round to spare.
Round to spare, which I'm not sure we've ever seen before.
King H7. He played. I couldn't see the move. Queen.
Yeah, the board is so shiny. The top board is the only board in the tournament that has a light over it, which explains why it is so shiny.
Queen E2, King went back to G7. And so far, Lami hasn't really demonstrated an idea here, and for the first time he's starting to look a little bit...
Yeah. Well, there's a lot at stake here.
Yeah, a little bit nervous.
Including the spinning wheel.
Including the spinning wheel. Fair point.
Yeah, for me he's starting to look a bit nervous. I think he will just... He might be thinking about just bailing out. And taking the draw here is down to 10 seconds. The worst thing that could happen here ever is to forget about the clock. Yeah. I think he might be, judging by his reaction, I think he has less than 43 seconds left.
Yeah, we're not sure how...
He played H4, okay.
Do our producers know how accurate the times on the screens are?
Completely accurate.
Okay,
completely accurate, okay.
The times you see are completely accurate.
So H4, that's already...
So he's still trying, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely a winning attempt. But he's not really risking anything, to be honest, but... Still.
Okay, so...
Yeah, the question is if black simply takes on D6 now. Why not?
Yeah, and he's going to... Yeah, he took...
Yeah, maybe he just forgot. Messed things up.
A lot of people watching this game now. We see Stopa on the right, who scored a GM norm, even though he lost his game today. And Erwin takes on G5.
With a pawn. Pawn takes G5, attacking the queen. Queen E6, only move, apparently, in this position. Otherwise, some combination of jacks probably wins the rook, but Queen E6 shouldn't be
Looks very
too difficult to find, yeah.
But then it's easier said for us here than over the board.
Yeah, why Queen G6? Queen G6, just Queen E7 check. I mean, why Queen G6, Queen E7? So Queen E6 is the only logical move.
So I think we're probably now going to see a handshake fairly shortly.
Queen B2 check, not giving up on the winning attempts. So he keeps the extra pawn. But not really a lot of realistic winning chances left. So we see the people gathering here at the top board. And more than likely this is the last remaining game. Looks like he's down to his last few seconds here. Usually there's a slight delay.
Our producers here are very biased.
Indeed. So, yeah, is there any way to do anything here? I'm not sure.
Ryan Murphy 5 says Fiona wins the bet.
Yeah, most likely, but not yet. Maybe it's best if you win it, then the tournament isn't decided before the last round, which is best for everybody. Queen B7 check. But
you know, I've been very impressed by Erwin's fighting spirit in this game. He's played, I think he's played the longest hours from anyone in this tournament. I can't remember a single short game, except the one against Mehmediyarov, of course, where he chucked the top seed, winning in 21 moves. But yeah, very impressive display.
Queen B7, where does he put his king? Did he play Queen E7 simply? Yeah, otherwise King G6 maybe. Queen b1. And if you go back to f7 in that case, put the queen on h7. What's going on now? Rook f5 check? Is something happening now? Is he making progress? Where does the king go? King e8.
I'm son of fear. Whoa.
Whoa. Blunder.
Blunder, somebody saying. King e8. Do we see a win here? Queen c8, there's still rook d8.
Seconds.
Queen b5, yeah?
Queen b8, rook d8, queen b5.
Yep.
Rook d7.
Rook e5, yeah, that's the idea. But if, let's see it real quickly, yeah. One idea is to give a check here. And in case of this move, to give a check here. And if rook interposes, there's rook check. Rook winning the queen.
Alexander
What
Pierre
happens
says it's
if-
still not clear, but many more checks now.
What happens if queen interposes?
On the right, that is our analysis board,
Yeah.
of course. And on
Live
the,
position on the left, analysis on the right.
and he played queen b8.
Played queen b8. And our clock times are very close to being accurate. Usually after the moves are made, it's accurate. I don't see a clear win in this line.
Yeah, and
He's playing the queen to d8. Let's go back. Queen d8.
what's going on?
It's kind of annoying to not have a lot of time to spend on such a position. You have to find.
I thought that when Erwin gave up the d-pawn, we were going towards an easier draw than this one. So still a
Queen
lot
b5.
of checks in this position, a lot to fight for.
Still some tricks for black to avoid here.
Yeah.
Queen d7.
And of course, even though Melkumian is a very strong player, it's not easy for anyone in the world to defend here with less than a minute on the clock.
Queen d7. Yeah, the nerves are getting to both players here.
We see Bragi, Torfinsson on the right as well.
Yeah, very important as well for Melkumian to hold this.
Yeah.
It would still give him chances to tie in this tournament. He plays queen b8. Maybe he's just repeating to get some time before he tries something else. Queen b8 again. Does he want to play queen b5 again and then something else from there, or does he want to play rook e5 and try something there? I would be worried about. I think he has to make a check. We can't allow black to get going with his own heavy pieces. Rook d2 and bring in the queen in, and all of a sudden, although things should be under control, you introduce the chance of actually losing. Eight seconds. Queen b5 again. Queen d7 immediately. And Melkumian is up to 2 minutes because he has been playing the easier moves. I mean, he always has just one move, interpose the queen. So he's building up a small time edge here.
Down to 20 seconds now.
And
Do you think he's just going to repeat?
he's going to try to search for something, and if not, then maybe he might.
10 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
What happens if Erwin loses on time? Is our bet cancelled?
Of course. It's void.
Okay, so apparently our clock times are not completely accurate.
What did he play?
Seems like there's a 5-6 second delay. So he didn't want to go for a draw immediately. He's going to try for a little longer, which makes sense.
Rook e6 is the logical move, but then I don't know. Queen h5 check.
And Atletico Madrid just scored in the Champions League. for your information.
I don't really care. We're looking at chess here. Fiona. So, yeah, fortunately we stayed for this game and not the Atletico Madrid goal. Seeing some exciting time pressure situation going on here.
That's the first time we're actually in this tournament, because we usually leave you guys as soon as all at the top boards have been decided. There wasn't one that was really decided in a time scramble.
No, none so far, really.
So, Melkomian meanwhile down to 40 seconds again. We possibly have a 5-6 second delay, we're not completely sure. Probably do.
Exactly 5 seconds.
Exactly 5 seconds delay. We have Project Zero asking us if this is not a theoretical draw now.
28.
And now Rook F8. So getting the king more and more far away, which of course increases the chances of white.
Yeah, it means in some cases he can
go to the endgame.
Perhaps exchange pieces. King C7 is forced, and Queen C4. This introduces ideas of putting the rook on the 7th in some cases.
Things are getting tricky now for black.
Yeah, black has to evaluate the ending, of course. Queen C6, he can go for the rook ending.
We have Grandmaster Erik Hansen telling us it's plus 90.
Ah, he's joking. No, he's asking. Somebody said plus 90, but...
Ah, he's asking.
According to my computer.
Is what?
Seriously, made in 60. Forced made in
Mate in 60.
Mate in 16?
No, 60.
We will stay here for a while.
Okay.
Okay, wow. So we have Ian Rogers, Grandmaster Ian Rogers in the room telling us it's apparently, according to the table base, there's a mate.
No, I just worked it out.
He's worked it out. It's made in 60.
We will at square E0.
Yeah, it will be 3-3 in the football game before he finds mate in 60. But a lot of people joining now. Definitely the last remaining game in the hall. Rook C6. And if you want to give a check, then F4 looks like the only square. Transferring to the rook endgame, is that an option? Might be, I'm not sure. He goes for Queen F4.
Yep.
Queen E4 forces
Queen trade.
Forces queen trade. If the king moves, we can maybe give a nasty check on B8. Either way it goes. Maybe queen. Well, if you go there, we go rook F7. If you go here, well, there's also queen B4, which looks nasty. And if you go back, there's queen B8 mate.
Melkomian down to what it should be 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Played with 3 seconds to go.
This is easy now.
And is the rook ending now winning?
Yeah, we can just maybe bring the king.
Yeah.
No, swap queens will bring the king. You can't take back with the king.
Yeah, black can't take back with, if he takes back with the king, then there's rook check. Already winning, so he has to take with the rook.
So it looks like this one is over if Aaron takes on D6.
Unbelievable.
Wow. I think Grant has seen it.
Yeah.
And we have Peter telling us that if he wins, but he's played king g3. If he wins, he will.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll still get the trade.
So Peter's telling us that if Erwin wins, he will try to get him to the studio to just get a very quick reaction from the tournament winner with a round to spare. A very incredible performance by Erwin here.
So, do you want to get me the spin tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Once I don't remember this game. So he's now taken on d6.
King d7, now he takes, he must take with the rook.
And it seems like that one is just gone.
And aren't we in time for a simple win here? What did he play? King g4, king e7. You have to keep the king cut off. So rook to f1. From here it should be rather automatic for
Peter's getting ready, heading out of the room here. And this one seems to be over.
Yeah.
Can't really believe it.
Neither can I, but I like it.
Dutch team is cheering.
The Dutch team is already cheering. They haven't had a lot to cheer for in Iceland for a while, including football. So what, rook d8.
But Erwin's not going to mess this one up. We've mentioned his excellent endgame technique a lot of times this week. Played king h5.
Yeah, there's nothing to mess up really at this point.
Leonard is looking really happy.
Yeah, he's just going to get a simple Lucena position.
Yeah.
And build the infamous bridge. We don't have a lot of bridges in Iceland, so it would be nice for him to build one for us finally. Goal, says Fier. In this game or in the soccer?
Oh, a goal for Arsenal.
Oh really? Okay, only 2 more.
Arsenal, I was right by the way, yesterday. They won, Monaco won 3-1, not 3-0.
Ah, 3-1.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. But they still need 3-0. 2-0 is not enough.
2 more goals for Arsenal. Erwin only needs 1 more goal until he's the tournament winner with a round to spare and with a 1.5 point lead over the rest of the field. And
Resignation, we have a tournament winner.
Incredible stuff.
In
by
the
Erwin,
penultimate round, unbelievable.
Yeah. He looks shocked himself, in a positive way, of course, but...
One would expect,
wow.
If somebody were to win the tournament with a round to spare, it would have been Mamedjarov, but
yep.
It's Erwin Lamy. Unbelievable. The 11th seed of the tournament, and for sure his biggest tournament win of his career so far, and the most impressive.
What a performance!
He's got.
He must be close to a performance.
8.5 out of 9.
3,000.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Getting congratulations from his countrymen.
We probably will soon see Peter Doggers on the webcam trying to get Erwin here for a very quick reaction because he's going to be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean we're exhausted, so he's going to be exhausted.
20 minutes.
Completely. Yeah, but he found. It was nice. He should just sort of set up and just waited for his opportunity. His king was nice on h2, no danger of perpetual.
Yeah. Kill Me Slowly is asking me if I'm going to be in the play zone now. No. I'm going to be in the sports bar. So anyway, let's have a look at the now official.
Unbelievable standings.
Official standings.
Unbelievable.
After round 9.
He's leading by 1.5 points.
over the rest of the field with a round to go. Simply incredible. So tomorrow, Elianov, Fier, Naroditsky, Jones, Hansen, Hammer, Libisevsky and Mamedierov will only be fighting for podium places.
Yeah, and
then
some
a lot
prize
of
money.
Players on 6.5. Yeah, and prize money, of course. Let us remind you that tomorrow we will start at 11 a.m. local time, which is Greenwich Mean Time, so 4 hours earlier than today. We're still sticking around because Erwin might be joining us for a very quick reaction. So
let's see if here.
Yes, I'm better.
Should be able to. I mean, we're not going to look at the game. We're just going to get some thoughts.
Still analyzing. That's Peter Dogger is on the right, waiting to ask Erwin if he would come and join us for a few seconds.
What are they looking at now?
You know, also great sportsmanship by Melkumian, not storming off after what is a very disappointing loss. Two very nice players, two very strong players. Let's hope they are not too nice and analyze for another hour.
Will be half time soon.
If Erwin comes, will you take over? I can go, have dinner, watch the football.
No, you will take over. I will go watch.
So we're still waiting. The players are still analyzing.
Yeah, we'll get.
Peter is still waiting.
Quick reaction from Erwin if he comes in here. This must have been the last game.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Yeah, we have some people in the back, but maybe we have some people there behind still playing. Yeah, it looks like it actually. So let's not be too loud. Okay, looks like they finished analyzing.
Okay, so Peter's gonna step into action any second now. Seems
Well,
like the players
maybe not.
can't get enough. Yeah.
They can analyze it here as well.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe check here, but then go here.
We have someone wondering if anyone ever scored a 3,000 plus performance in an open tournament, which is a good.
In an open tournament, yeah. It's a decent question.
It's a good question. Yes, yes. And you see
Probably.
Peter, and it looks like Erwin's gonna be here in a second. Maybe. Being
Getting more congratulations from his countrymen. Apparently Fiona can't wait to leave, according to the chat. That seems to be close to accurate.
I need to get an early night before tomorrow's morning round. So just want to head off to bed, have an early night, get some sleep.
Okay, you can go on. Otherwise we will get a...
For Erwin Lamy.
Maybe a quick reaction, yeah.
Yeah.
Will you hand over your mic, please?
I will hand over my mic.
And we're back with the tournament winner, Erwin Lamy. How's the feeling?
Well, for now I'm just...
shocked still?
I'm completely exhausted actually.
Of course.
But no, it's a really good feeling. Sorry. Really excellent, yeah. I know this is a once in a lifetime thing, I guess. I hope not, but...
yeah, 8.5 out of 11, you're leading with 1.5 with a round to spare against a very strong field.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody would have predicted this.
No, me neither, no. Actually, I have a cold and I just came from Capella Grande. I didn't have much huge expectations, but it's been going...
Everything going
really well.
Amazingly,
yeah. Nice.
So, how was the feeling like during the end? I mean, you didn't really, maybe not playing on the last second.
Yeah, no, it was extremely stressful because I felt, of course, that I'm close to actually winning the game, and I was not actually from the start. It was not a very good game. I think he had a very pleasant advantage after the opening, but then he played this move before. I don't know if we somewhere here.
Yeah, we can have a look.
It was here, and I think it was based on the miscalculation. And
a tweet from Alina. She's very proud, of course.
I didn't see her yet, so I think she couldn't bear watching.
Bear the pressure.
Yeah, I should thank her, of course, because without her I would never have made it.
We saw she was bringing you some drinks and stuff.
No, of course, but in general, I mean, she's always the one doing everything to make it perfect. So. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know the game. Yeah. So I won this pawn, and even here I think it shouldn't be winning or something. But of course, from here on out, I could really press without any risk. And no, the only thing which was very nervous is that we didn't have any time at all in the end. So we made all this moves. I mean, for example, if I just make a quick jump here, so probably somewhere here. Maybe he shouldn't have pushed g5. But again, this is all played with seconds. This move g5. I thought actually that he could play rook f7 here. I think. Doesn't even matter, but
no.
I thought he could play like this, and I didn't really see a clear way because after rook e7, I think he starts giving me checks on c2.
And the rook maybe helps. Yeah.
So okay, I didn't see it clear, but
was there?
He plays move, and that's a target on g5.
Yeah.
Another tweet.
Another tweet
from Robin from Kampen.
Ah, Robin, that's always good to.
Who played here last year?
Thanks. Yeah, okay. Here it started to get really. But the thing is, you would like to have 10 minutes or something to figure it out. I felt that here I made real progress, but somehow I couldn't. So I was moving around and not making any. And then I thought, okay, I saw this move h4. I thought, okay, I just have to. Yeah,
you can try. I mean, you're still not risking.
That's true, but okay. On the other hand, if it doesn't work, it's just a draw. Yeah. Robin Swiss is there.
Okay, so then.
Then here it wins amazingly. I don't know, I didn't check it, of course, but it seems to be winning somehow. It starts to give checks, and the queen comes in, and very funny.
But then you checked, I think twice, and you were down to the last few seconds. At any point, did you consider bailing out?
No, because I mean the worst possible scenario, I can try the rook endgame, but I think it's a draw. So I mean maybe here. I thought if I take here, okay, so again it's time trouble thoughts, but I thought that he's just in time now with f7.
Yes. Yeah, so we had to.
Okay, I could be, but I think this is because I think he's in time. And so I'm trying to. I would like to get this endgame, but without him getting this. So and later on, after this few more checks, here I can already do it because the king is too far. Here it's an easy win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was basic.
And you couldn't go to the b file. Yeah. Amazing. We just wanted to get you in here, maybe first impression, and congratulate you.
I'm still a bit into the game.
Obviously, you're still a bit shocked and exhausted, of course.
Yeah.
So a big congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And you can now go and celebrate with your better half, perhaps.
I'm going to do that. Yes.
Excellent. So amazing. We have a tournament winner already. 1 round to spare. Can you play tomorrow?
Yeah,
I think you can recover before the morning round.
No, I'll be fine. Yeah, fine. No worries.
Okay. Yeah. So, very unexpected, but an amazing performance, and We'll see you again tomorrow for the last round, which will be anticlimactic, but a lot of people playing for norms and playing for prizes, but we have a tournament winner. And we'll leave you for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to chess.com. Chess.com is social. Now you can play chess with your friends whenever you want, whether that's middle of the day or middle of the night. You can get instantly matched up with one of over 5 million other members from around the world. You play live games in real time, turn-based games at your convenience, or tournaments with anyone at any time. Chess.com is mobile. You can play online from your computer, or you can play on the go from your tablet or your smartphone. No matter where you go, whether you're at work, grabbing a bite to eat, or you're just enjoying some time at the park, your games are there with you, and keeping multiple chess games going has never been easier. Chess.com is for learning. Don't just play chess, get better. The best chess training resources have never been more accessible. Learn essential chess strategy quickly and easily with the extremely popular Tactics Trainer tool. Improve your game in ways you didn't know were possible with training videos by chess masters. And regardless of where you're at now, take your game to the next level with multiple simple-to-use training tools. Chess.com is for everyone. Over 250 million chess games have been played on Chess.com. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a grandmaster. Chess.com is the place to play and learn chess. So create your free account now and see what Chess.com is for you.